Oh, good afternoon, YouTube. Haven't done one of these for a little while. I'm gonna disturb these guys for just a second here and polish the windshield. I need to clean the inside of the windshield on this car. Gets a lot of moisture buildup on the inside in the wintertime. Actually starts running down the inside of the window a little bit. Okay. Oh, that's got to be turned off. Sorry, Alan Jackson. So, let's turn that down too. It's a really nice day out right now. It's hard to go into work. Car says it's 62. It isn't 62. The house says it's 49. I'd believe that. It's January 9th, 2016. It's supposed to be like this all weekend. Like I see heat waves rising off the hood of the Blazer right now. It is nice out there. This is not wintertime weather, which is good. We have that cold snap that was rough. That was chilly. Usually cold doesn't bother me like that did, and it wasn't terribly cold, but it just bit into you. So much so that I didn't even get the fuel tanks done on the truck. I got them sprayed, as you all saw, but I have not replaced them yet. Here it is a week and a half later. Clear traffic. So yeah, it was just that last week off. You know, I did stuff outside, but laying on the ground was not working for me. So the fuel tanks are still sitting in the garage. But this weekend we're going to give it a whirl. Yeah, it is really nice out there. Not the cars moving, it's down to 59. 58. Get a little airflow over the temp sensor. So what are we going to yak about today on the drive in? Should have the weekend off. I got moved. The big move that I was technically dreading. It happened on Wednesday. Tuesday, the boss that was watching over me called me aside and says, yeah, they're screaming for you to go to your new assigned area. Which he wasn't too thrilled about because all the jobs that I used to work that he's in charge of now, he says, hey, you got no bodies to work them. We got paramedics up there at, I guess that's the clinic. Must be dropping somebody off. There's the neighbor's mom. Yep, so now I am working up by the main doors of the factory, doing all the final installation stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing yet, but yeah, we'll learn. We'll learn. Just hard being the new kid again. Leaving all the friends that I've been working with for the last, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years behind. Still holding out some hope that I'll get put into a work area that I know. I need to go talk to that boss today if I see him. They've got, the crew I'm on now, there's just too many people. I'm working on basically a finished airplane with all the seats in, all the lavatories, the galleys are in, the ceiling panels. It looks like it's ready to go. Functional test is playing with all the lights, so all the interior lights are working. They're dimming the windows and whatnot, doing their testing. And there's only one little area on the airplane that really needs work for this package, and when you put 20 people in a 10 by 10 area, it's kind of difficult getting your jobs done. And they've been doing really good without me for the last month, so I don't really think they need me. So, like I say, they're supposed to be doing some trading between crews, people that actually have the skills, get them in the area where they can do the best, be some benefit. So this stop sign is new within the last couple weeks. Put some new houses in. Get a gear before you let go of the shifter. Put some new houses in on the left back there, so. Oh, lost a co-worker this week. Old Howard Wells. Not that any of you out there would really know him. A couple of you might, but I've known him for several years. I mean, I wasn't close to him, but I worked with him, worked around him. Neat old feller. He hobbled through the factory pretty slow speed. He was actually out in Kevin's area for the last couple months or so. He got moved out there. But, he wasn't in very good health. Well, ever since I've known him. But when I last saw him, he was having some breathing issues and whatnot. And he finally went into the hospital and had pneumonia. And then Wednesday night. Because yeah, I heard about it yesterday. He went into cardiac arrest and never came out of it. So I'll be a funeral in my future again. The best off the old funeral suit. Neatest thing about Howard, he had a good sense of humor. He was a fun guy, real quiet guy. Kind of acted like he was shy, but he was an observer. He was a people watcher. But he was bald. He was a chrome dome. Had the little line of hair, along the back of the head. He had this little tiny tattoo, and it was a little stick figure pushing a lawnmower, and I tattooed it right on his hairline. That was funny. He didn't tell anybody he was doing that. Yeah, I'll always remember that little tattoo. He was a neat guy. Smoke down there. Hopefully somebody just burning a brush pile. Had a big coffee stand fire yesterday in Everett, right by the mall. Little bikini barista stand. It actually exploded. A little gal working there at the time got burned. Over to Cart Camp Clip, she's got a video driving by. We could smell the smoke in the factory last night. I thought it was just chimney fires for a cool evening or something, but later in the evening, somebody had pulled up the cell phone and had the news feed going, and got her, destroyed the stand, burned up her car. Well, in Tibet, being a bikini barista stand on a cold evening, they had the heater going. Probably a little too close to something. The fire department saying in their little preliminary release that the explosions they heard may have either been the tires on the car or like the aerosol cans, the whipped cream and the different things they use in the coffee. Maybe those lighting off, but coffee drinker, so that won't affect me. Cold and callous, yeah, I know, but almost thought that was Kevin there for a second. Had this thing 2 years now, this car. I have to get ready for a 2-year review. But having a little bit of an issue with it. Keeping an eye on it right now. Last couple of days I get the Chevy Cruises, they got a little screen in between the gauges there. I've got it set to show my mile per hour and my range till empty. It's got my instant mile per gallon on there. Little compass setting, shows my odometer, gives me all the useless information. But after a little while, it pops up and says, tighten the gas cap. Well, my gas cap is tight. And then 2 nights ago on the drive home, my check engine light came on. I figured it was just from the little gas cap is leaking or something, but it hasn't been running any different. The mileage hasn't dropped off at all, that I've noticed. And then last night on the drive home, the check engine light went out. So I thought, well, I will just keep an eye on it for another couple of days. If I keep getting that check your gas cap sign, I'll make an appointment and get it in. Maybe that gas cap is leaking. Or the emissions control. But I tell you, you get a dent in your door and the check engine light comes on. I have to keep an eye on this car. Last night I was actually contemplating getting a hold of the dealership. I think they've got an online appointment setter. And I was seriously thinking if that engine light hadn't gone out, I was going to take the car in today or try to get an appointment for today or tomorrow. And then I was going to have them give me a quote on fixing the door. Of course, I paid my insurance bill today and I forgot to look up what my deductible was. I need to do that. I mean, I think I've got it set at $500. I'm not going to worry about it for a $500 deductible. I'm not superstitious or anything, but this little car not happy with being scraped like that. Of course, I had my little dash camera unplugged at the time because I was playing around with the settings, so I didn't even catch who did it. Still haven't got the thing set right. I need to get the owner's manual back out. I think it's stuck on the G-Shock setting. I don't think it records continuously when the car's running. But I can turn the heat down a little bit. Yeah, other than the dent in the door, nothing to report on the car. I still have that little chip in the windshield. I need to get that addressed. Let me try that this weekend. I can't tell if maybe it's spread a little bit. I got some stuff I bought from the parts store. It's not my field of view, so I'll use a little resin kit, but just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. This weekend, get my lazy butt up and moving. Been staying up way too late in the evenings. I'm having a hard time getting to sleep much before 4 a.m., so I'm sleeping in later. Try to get myself up a couple hours earlier tomorrow. Take advantage of some daylight. Setting in for us as well as California, but we're not getting the rain. We're going to be getting the drier temperatures. We had a ton of snow. Is that a 5-ton military truck up there? It looks like it's Bob. No, that's a triple axle. Or is that one of those, what do they call those? The cab over jobs. Coming over there, Audi? Military, not a civilian purchase. always love it when we stop on the freeway. Makes you wonder what's going on up ahead. Too many people cutting everybody else off. Yeah, I was hoping to have the car in for its third oil change by the end of this month, but that's not going to happen. I'm still at 39% oil life left in this. So when I bought this car, I don't know if they still do it. I'm assuming they do, but first 4 oil changes were free for the first 2 years. Well, I'm only doing about 10,000 miles a year. Oil's getting changed about 7,500, 8,500 miles on this thing, something like that. Actually, over the holiday break, I don't think I drove this thing at all. A couple of times I went someplace, I took a Blazer. It's kind of sidelined now until I get the clunking figured out. Construction up here. I see orange signs. Shoulder work. Must be doing some cleanup or swapping out the crash barriers. Nobody coming up behind me so we can avoid Jovas. Earlier to get these guys extra lane. Looks like they're doing crash barrier repairs. I don't know why people feel they always have to run into those things. Kicking off in full swing on the outbound lanes. So I'm working, actually for the second time. Started this bird in the back of the factory, now I'm working on it again at the head of the factory. But flight number 400, which is a Norwegian Air. So for all you aviation guys out there that have watched this far, if you're looking at a Norwegian Airways with Greta Garbo on the tail, I helped build that airplane. Or 2 others. I can't remember. One was a skater, and then there was a photographer, naturalist fella. I never heard of either one of them, but I think the skater was an Olympic athlete, if I remember right. I don't remember from what era. Plane should probably be leaving out of the factory Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. And it'll be out on the flight line for a little bit. So usually by now that check fuel cap light would have come on. It may have cleared itself. And the cap was tight. You screw it on till it clicks and it kind of locks itself on there. I didn't check it last night. I just reset the message, and the check engine light went out soon after that. There's a patch of ice right here Monday and Tuesday. guess there were a couple people that wound up on the side of the entrance road going too fast, hitting that. I saw it coming in. I was doing about 35, about this speed. I just took my foot off the throttle and let the car do its thing. I knew it wasn't too big of a patch to mess with things too much. Slid over probably about a foot or so in my lane. Home sweet home. Today will conclude the first full week back from work after the holidays. Only got 5 months and 3 weeks to go before my next holiday. So I'll get the little holidays off. President's Day and other little holidays that are interspersed throughout the year. They give us those in a lump sum at the end of the year. That's why I get 9 or 11 days off, something like that. Alrighty, well, let's hope nobody hits the car tonight. Parked between a couple of smaller vehicles, so. Well, that was a fun ride in. Thanks for letting me drag y'all along. And we'll catch y'all in the next video. We'll try to do our best when I get home to throw this up tonight and see what we can get into this weekend. Talk to y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.